So I think one of the things about true acceptance is that, and if I could talk maybe specifically in a romantic scenario, is that it is not fueled by infatuation.
Oh, yeah.
Like infatuation is just so hot and bothered that it's blind. It doesn't see certain things. But man, I think the thing about real love is that it sees. It is informed. It has all the information.
Got it.
And it makes a choice to say good, bad, strengths, weaknesses. I embrace it all.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can enthusiastically partner my heart with this person with everything that comes with that package.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of one of the differences is that it sees everything.
Life can be fast-paced, strenuous, and flat-out overwhelming. Life transitions and taboo topics can make it hard to catch your breath. Welcome to Breathe, a podcast that enables you to slow down, get your bearings, and engage in real conversations where no topic is off limits. Breathe is presented by Breath of Life, hosted by David Person and speaker-director Pastor Deblier Snell.
The pastor.
Boom.
Yes, indeed.
Snell, Nugent, Person.
Hey.
We are here. Glad to see you. And I mean that, in our sanctified imagination.
Yes. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
We're looking at a camera, but we see you beyond the camera.
see you.
That's right. That's right.
And welcome to the podcast. And for those of you who are listening, welcome. This is the Breathe podcast, and we have been doing a series on relational wellness. And I think this is very timely because it is really sometimes a difficult thing for us to work through and navigate the challenges of being in healthy relationships with spouses or girlfriends, boyfriends, children, siblings, friends.
Brothers in Christ, sisters in Christ.
That's right. They all hit bumps in the road.
It's so true.
So
It's so
it's
true.
good for us periodically to take a look at, how do we navigate those?
Yeah.
And so last episode we talked about celebration, which is good. Now we want to talk about another fundamental thing that we have to try to manage and implement on some level, and that is acceptance.
That's big.
Acceptance. Accepting people as they are.
As they are.
Is that the thought?
That's the thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Accepting people as they are. Yeah.
It's I think this is really an important dialogue.
Yeah.
And I think it goes across the board. Because even if I just start with, say, romantic partnerships, there are certain people that love a project.
Mercy.
They want somebody to make over.
Yeah.
They want somebody to renovate. They feel like their love is going to be the shower that causes that person to blossom. You know what I'm saying? And they live with a healthy amount of tension and frustration.
Mercy.
Because it's taking them so long, despite your best efforts and counsel and investments, in order for them to become that man or woman you have called for them that you've imagined for them to become, and not realizing that your joy is not going to come when they change. Your joy is going to come when you actually accept them for who they are.
Yeah.
And, this is funny because we have this expectation. And again, I'm talking just more specifically to like romantic interest now.
Sure.
That other people change at a faster pace than we ourselves do. I mean, think about even the stuff you don't even like about yourself.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
The things in your own life that this is a destructive habit or a way or unhealthy practice, and you've been trying to stop it for years. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff even about yourself changes slow. So why is it that, you know what I'm saying, you're requiring a pace of others that accelerates or something that you're not even living out?
Mercy.
And so I just think that, a really strong relational kind of competency is the ability to accept, your loved one as who they are. Even I think I'm learning in real time, and so I will not speak as an expert on this, but even your children, they are not miniature versions of you.
Right.
They are their own individual,
That's right.
unique,
Very much.
human episode. You know what I'm saying? That's who they are. And they won't all automatically take to the things you took to.
Mercy.
Or have the same interests you have,
That's
or
right.
or follow in your footsteps. You know what I'm saying? And I think there comes a point in time, and I guess, and we could talk a little bit more directly about that later, or even just certain friends, man. Like at some point, you just gotta be like, you know what?
These my people.
That's Pastor Snell. That's just that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's
He doesn't
that's
like
David.
long texts.
Right?
That's just-
Yeah. Don't stop trying to get
Stop
me to like
trying.
them.
Yeah.
right.
That accepted. So and I think there's two sides to the coin. So there's of course the acceptance that you hold space for others to feel accepted and to receive acceptance.
Yeah.
But we ourselves need to be accepted as well.
That's right.
And we must accept ourselves.
That's right.
And, so there's a number of layers there, and I think you laid out several of them. But it's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
Well, I think love can only flourish in an environment of acceptance.
Yes.
Like,
Totally agree.
Yes.
so like, even when somebody's under the constant emotional threat of divorce or abandonment or I'm going to leave or ultimatums, that person's going to operate with such guardedness you're going to be on such edge that their love will never be able to flow uninterrupted. Like, I just don't think you can keep people, whether it's your children, your friends, your loved ones, whatever it is, in a space of audition.
Yeah.
Like at some point, you just got to say, you got the part.
That's right.
You're my husband. You're my
Done.
child. You're my
That's right.
I don't need anything else. I need no more proof as a hymn. I need no other evidence. No more audition is needed.
That's big.
And I just don't think you can keep, man, your approval, your love, your affirmation. Like, you cannot withhold that until they perform to your expectations.
your standard.
It is a flawed, harmful relational practice.
But there are people who believe, and I agree with you 100%, but I think there are people who believe that the way to motivate people is through putting pressure on them.
Yeah.
And this sort of, sometimes it's criticism, and of course we talked about that last episode.
Right.
But also maybe fear, or giving people, putting them in a position where they have to work for your approval or your acceptance, right?
Yeah.
There are people who believe that is a good motivator in the workplace and even in family.
Mercy.
Yeah. Honestly, but it's funny. It's interesting, David, the things that will keep getting passed on no matter how little benefit it actually provides.
Wow.
Like, I do think that is a relational ethic that just, it's not because it works. It's just because it's what we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that we see that as, man, bringing the best out of people. It's just what we've seen.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, like, man, sometimes we do what we've seen, even if it is not the best way to approach it.
Man.
And I just think that there's so much hesitation about pivoting. Or, it's interesting. Like, I think a lot of, especially black people, have a fear about raising children differently than the way you've been raised. Or allowing your family or siblings or parents to see you doing it differently than the way it was done for you. And I think some of us live with a healthy fear
That is so true.
of that specifically.
That's an interesting point.
And I just think, and it's funny because, like, there are certain things, because we look at certain things that maybe were done and maybe it wasn't the best practice or way of doing things. And let me be clear, I'm not, trying to shade, the way anybody was raised.
No.
But like, we kind of look at certain things and, some practices or some ways that a person was treated, and we say, man, and that person still turned out well. And And see, the flaw in that is we think that the negative pathology was a part of what made them turn out well. And so now we need to keep reinforcing that and recycling that behavior. But it's not that they turned out well because of that. They turned out well in spite of that.
That's right.
And that's why I just kind of think we've got to kind of be careful to kind of make sure that we are doing thorough examination into the things that actually really help generate, a strong, well-adjusted person. And what are the things that they survived and made it through, even though it probably shouldn't have been a part of the process?
I think a major component of why people are hesitant to provide wholesale blanket acceptance, like you said, you got the part.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I want to keep a healthy component of because they feel like giving them that means that they will never change. So there's a component of that says that we're quote unquote settling for where we currently are.
Right.
And I don't think that has to be the absolute truth. I think acceptance and settling are not the same thing.
They're not the same thing.
They're not. I think settling is just, we just, settling is settling. I mean, it's defined by its own definition.
Yeah.
Acceptance, however, I think it's almost a required, like everybody should have a space where they're accepted, flaws and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like your full person is accepted here.
Yeah.
And by and large, we talked about the black community, but this is one of the issues that we have. That's why I feel like, if you're a black person, you probably need to sit on somebody's couch because we haven't had spaces where we were accepted, even among us. And it's a very it plays with you. It has an effect on your psyche. It has an effect on what you would even dream for because you haven't had a space where you can just be. And your quibbles, quirks, idiosyncrasies. Let's be clear. Even some of the geniuses of yesteryear were kind of odd in their own right. But somebody saw something that they did as being exceptional. And so it's in a space of acceptance that happens. Because you're free to accept. Okay, I don't quite do this or don't quite do that, but man, you do that really good. And man, let's pull more out of it. How do you do that? Well, I just see it this way, and it's amazing when you begin to really allow for somebody who feels true, full acceptance to be their full selves. What will come out of them in that space? It can be amazing.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, can I jump in with it? Because I want to go back to that one thing you point. Because I think that's the real fear. If I accept them, then that's what it is. They're going to get too comfortable, so on and so forth. But I think more than one thing can be true. I think you can fully accept somebody unconditionally.
Agreed.
And you can still teach people how to treat you. Like those two things don't clash. You know what I'm saying? So I can fully accept you as my brother, my friend, my wife, but I still have boundaries in certain areas. Right. I still have expectations in certain areas. I still have, I guess, a standard, I guess is the best way I can say it. And so I just think that, we kind of conflate those things as if you cannot have a standard and fully accept somebody with unconditional love. And I don't think that's the truth.
So, and maybe that gets to where I was going to go, which is before we run out of time, which we're going to be doing here in a few minutes. Can we make a clear distinction between what is full acceptance and what is settling?
Mercy.
Okay.
So I think settling.
All right, that is a good question.
But I think settling. That's why I said settling means for the person and for the person who loves this person, you know that greater is possible, but we aren't striving for that. We're not pushing for that. We're not even going to make an attempt. We're just going to settle here. I think I said in one of the previous episodes, there's an abundance of mediocrity in the world. Don't contribute to it.
That's right.
The thing with mediocrity it's not anybody's goal. Like somebody doesn't set out to this, like, I'm going to be mediocre in all things. I hope not.
Right.
But the thing with mediocrity is it's a place that you just settle. It's a place that it wasn't your destination, but you found yourself here, and it's not bad. It's not a horrible place, but this wasn't where you were intending to go. Settling, in my opinion, means you know where you could go or want to go, but you've arrived here, and you just kind of say, "I'm going to stay.
I'll just chill.
Yeah.
I'll be chill."
Yeah. So if I could kind of add something to that. So I think one of the things about true acceptance is that, and if I could talk maybe specifically in a romantic scenario, is that it is not fueled by infatuation.
Oh yeah.
Like infatuation is just so hot and bothered that it's blind. It doesn't see certain things. But man, I think the thing about real love is that it sees. It is informed. It has all the information.
Got it.
And it makes a choice to say good, bad, strengths, weaknesses. I embrace it all.
Yeah.
Right.
That's acceptance.
And I can enthusiastically partner my heart with this person with everything that comes with that package.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of one of the differences is that it sees everything. I think settling.
It's informed. I love that term.
It's informed. Correct.
It's informed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
But I think settling, you know what happens to a person that primarily settles in relationship, whether it's friendship or romantic interest, is that the chief criteria is availability.
Mercy.
Meaning they were just available. They asked. You know what I'm saying? They just showed interest. You know what I'm saying? Like so that's how settling dynamics are primarily formed. The chief criteria is just I had a deficit in some way. It doesn't have any standards to it. It doesn't, the only metric is availability, you know, and I just think that's kind of where we find a lot of those situations. And really to settle, man, you have to fight, honestly. You have to ignore the voice of God in so many different turns, it in so many different ways. Yeah, because there's just going to be something in you that's yearning for more, and you almost kind of go in like a fixer. See, you know you're settling when you're going in like a fixer.
Mercy.
Like, okay, man, I'm going, kind of change her into this, and I'm going get all of this out of him, and you wind up feeling frustrated because that's what you're trying to draw out of him. That's just it's not in him. Right. What you're trying to get out of her, that's just not in her.
It's not there.
And so I just think that when you're kind of just driven by availability and you're trying to fix, it's just either you're gonna wind up leaving or you're gonna settle. But acceptance is informed, but it is the enthusiastic embracing of the whole package.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Any final thoughts?
No, I mean, listen, the acceptance of self is probably the area that we didn't really touch on as much. But I do think that, I think by and large people have a their mental talk. If we could hear what you're saying of yourself in your head, it leans negative. It's like, man, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? Those are every now and again you might hear somebody, some of their self-talk will just kind of peek out. There's an acceptance of yourself that I do think is critical. And recognizing all of you, recognizing your mistakes, the things that you would like to change, but it's just, this is who I am. Yeah. And accepting who that is. Right. Because if you can't accept you, it's very difficult to provide or create an atmosphere of acceptance for others.
Well. Great point.
Yeah. Man, you're saying so much, Doc. I pray that everyone listening in some way relationally, of course, first and foremost through Jesus Christ and with loved ones, I hope you've experienced acceptance. I hope this is not sounding theoretical to you. Right. Because I think if you've never experienced true acceptance, it's probably going to be kind of difficult to give it to someone else as well. That's it. And so I hope everybody recognizes, number one, there is complete acceptance in Jesus Christ. And then and hopefully you have earthly partnerships where you can see or experience that. The other thing I wanted to say, too, because there's somebody who's saying, I know it's okay to want the best from my children or from my spouse or my friends. So I just want to kind of maybe caution you to kind of see it this way. What you want to do is not withhold love in order that they might audition. Right. But I think in a healthy relationship, you're not trying to get people to audition, but you can have accountability. And I think that in a meaningful friendship or a romantic partnership or with my kids, there is acceptance, but there is accountability. Yeah. That's a part of a love construct. And a lot of the accountability, and this is the key, the accountability can't be unto your preference. It's got to be unto their potential.
But their potential.
That's where you assign the accountability.
Very good.
Because like even when you look at the parable of the talents, there's one given 5, another's given 2, another's given 1. But understand that the one who dispenses the talents, what he's wanting from them is going to be in alignment to what has been given to them. Mm-hmm. And so I just think you have to be willing to modify and make that adjustment. The other thing I want to just say in closing is just in those areas where you want kids or parents or partners to grow. I want people to realize too that your private intercession for them.
So good.
It may move things slower, but it will move things much more powerfully than your constant nagging criticism, correction, decrying who they are not and what they are not. Mm-hmm. I just, there's this great movie, man, called, me and my wife watch it sometimes. It's called War Room. Mm-hmm. And that woman goes in that closet, man, and she just prays down the power of God, and it kind of shifts. And of course, it's a movie, but I just think that I think in many ways when I kind of think about my early life's trajectory, man, I just know that the prayers of my parents and grandmothers, and even in foolish decisions, or even when I had my mind made up to do the wrong things.
There it is.
There were just times where I felt the restraining hand of God, like almost kind of like just steering, guiding. And I know that was the mighty intercession of somebody on my behalf. And so I just want to just kind of let somebody know, man, your prayers, they may be silent, but they can still be powerful.
That's good. I think that's a great note to end on, because I think that's a great example of acceptance and not settling.
That's
God
good.
Saying,
that's good.
I love you.
That's what God does.
I love you so much as you are.
As you are. Yep.
That I'm also going to say to you, I'm not going to stand by and watch
idly by
while you do head down this
path,
this dangerous path, this stupid path.
That's
I'm going to try to nudge you along. I'm not going to force you.
Yep.
Because I accept you.
I accept you.
And I accept your right to make your decision.
Yep.
That's the God we serve.
I'm not going to settle
and
just stand by and just say, let Deblier or let
Kirk
do or David do whatever. No, I'm going to nudge you. I'm going to give you that divine nudge.
You preaching,
this man is cooking, man.
Yeah.
All right.
You preaching.
Can we pass an offering?
Come on,
Is there one?
Go to the Cash App. BreathofLife.TV. Come on now.
Oh, man, that's good.
God bless you as you accept the acceptance of God in your life.
That's good.
And as you also embrace the idea that while God loves you completely, he also is not going to settle.
That's right.
He wants to nudge you, towards higher ground.
Absolutely.
And you can get there. Stop, pray, and breathe.
Breathe is produced by David Person for Breath of Life. Executive producer is Deblier Snell, and sound engineer is Kirk Nugent. Audio episodes of Breathe can be found on Apple, Spotify, or Google Podcast platforms. For video episodes and extra content, check out the Breath of Life YouTube channel. Breath of Life is faith-based content, resources, and programs from a contemporary urban perspective for those looking for hope and guidance. We believe that every breath we take is a testimony that God is consistent, that He loves us, and has a plan for our lives.